Hi everyone. Welcome back to our Automation Basics series with N8N. Today, we're covering APIs and webhooks, the two super important tools that let different apps talk to each other and make your automations real-time and powerful. Here's what we'll cover today. We'll start by defining APIs and their benefits, then break down the components of HTTP requests and responses. Finally, we'll explore webhooks, a powerful tool for real-time communication between systems. What is an API? Let's keep this super simple. An API is like a messenger between apps. It allows two different applications to communicate and share data over the internet. Think of it as a waiter at a restaurant. You, one app, tell the waiter what you want, and the waiter goes to the kitchen, another app, to get it. After that, the waiter brings your food back to you. The API does exactly that. It carries requests and data between apps so they don't have to talk directly. Why do we care about APIs for automation? There are three big reasons. Seamless integration. Apps that don't normally work together can share data easily, eliminating the need for copying and pasting between tools. Faster, cheaper work. You can reuse existing features from other apps instead of building them from scratch, saving both time and money. Flexibility. You can add new features to your automations or make changes without breaking the entire system. How APIs communicate. APIs rely on HTTP requests and responses to work. This is the language they use to communicate. Let's break down the key parts of an HTTP request. This is what an app sends when it wants something from another app. There are four main pieces, and I'll use simple nicknames to help you remember. URL, the navigation map. This is the unique address of the data or feature that the app wants to access. Method, the action command. It tells the other app what to do. For example, you might use get to fetch data, post to send new data, or put to update existing data. Header, the instruction manual. This contains small details, such as login information or the format in which the data should be sent. Message body, the cargo. This is the actual data being sent, like a form submission or a JSON file. Receiving an HTTP response. When the receiving app gets the request, it sends back an HTTP response. This is its reply. A response also has three key parts that are super easy to remember. Status code, a 3-digit number indicating whether the request was successful or not. The most common code is 200, which means success. Another common one is 404, indicating that the resource you wanted wasn't found. We've all seen that error. Header, similar to the request header, this is the instruction manual for how to process the reply data. Message body, the gift. This is the actual data the app requested, such as a spreadsheet of information, a JSON file, or even an image. If you grasp these request and response parts, you already understand how APIs communicate. That's a huge win for beginners. Introduction to webhooks. Now, let's move to webhooks, the tool that makes your automations real-time. What's a webhook, in simple terms? It's an automated real-time notification for apps. Let's use a relatable analogy. Imagine you're waiting for a friend to visit. You could stare out the window every 2 minutes to check if they're here. This method is called polling, and it's slow and inefficient. Instead, your friend could ring your doorbell when they arrive. That's a webhook. It's an active alert that tells your app, something just happened, here's the data. This way, your app doesn't have to check repeatedly. How do webhooks work? It's a simple 3-step process, no fancy stuff, just straightforward automation. Event trigger. Something happens in the first app, such as a new form submission, a new order, or a new email. The app detects this event right away. Send request. The first app instantly sends an HTTP request. Remember those 4 parts we talked about, to a preset URL, which is your target app, like N8N. This request contains all the relevant data from the event. Receive and process. Your target app, N8N, receives the request, reads the data, and performs the action you've set it to do, like adding the data to a spreadsheet or sending a team alert. That's it. Webhooks replace passive polling with an active data push. ensuring your automations happen instantly when an event occurs. This is game-changing for fast-moving work. Key takeaways. Let's wrap up with our 3 key takeaways, essential points to remember from this tutorial. APIs are the messengers between apps. They enable systems to integrate, save time, and maintain flexibility. HTTP requests and responses are the language of APIs and webhooks. Requests consist of a URL, method, header, and body, while responses include a status code, header, and body. Webhooks are real-time event notifications. They facilitate active data push, making your automations fast and efficient, no more polling. And that's APIs and webhooks in 5 minutes. These 2 tools are foundational for connecting apps in N8N. Without them, your automations can't interact with the tools you use every day, like Google Sheets, email, forms, and more. Now that you know the basics, you can start leveraging APIs and webhooks to create much more powerful workflows. If you have any simple questions about what we covered today, feel free to drop them in the comments below. I'm happy to help. If you found this tutorial useful, please hit like and subscribe for more automation basics with N8N. Next time, we'll put APIs and webhooks into action with a simple N8N workflow. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Happy automating!